and it's a great atmosphere for everyone. It's a great atmosphere for us as players, and there's atmospheres that we all love to thrive in and be in. So it's great to be able to play against all different kinds of competition. So it's a lot. It's been a lot of fun, and the passion has been there throughout this whole tournament for us. And I think it's been, like Tim said, it's great for the game of baseball.
Jessica in the front row.
What has this experience been like for? What has this experience been like for both of you coming into this team as players from different teams around the league, but then becoming true teammates during this tournament?
Just really getting a chance to, know these guys, also build a relationship, with guys throughout, other organizations. And also get a chance to, see how they go about their business and, get to, steal a few pointers from them. And, also just learn how to be great because, I'm around a bunch of guys that's great. So it feels great to be right next with them.
Yeah, being able to be teammates with, some of the best players in the game now, and seeing the way that they work, seeing the way that they are as people, and not just as competitors, I think that's been the fun thing. And obviously we all kind of have a hint of how we are on the field, being able to play against each other pretty much throughout the whole year. But now when you're here, you see the way people prepare, the way that they, the way that they're treating each other, and the way that we're getting ready to go out there and strap it on. And that's all you ask for. It's been a lot of fun.
Halfway back on your left desk, Jorge.
Kyle, someone who's won a World Series, a huge World Series for the city of Chicago, or someone who just played in one, what would winning a WBC championship mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's been kind of one of those bucket list items that being able to play in this and not getting to experience it, and this is something that you want to continue to play in, and getting to the finals and seeing the way that the atmosphere's been, it's very relatable, definitely different. It's definitely different from the World Series, but I think it's special in its own right, and that's something cool as well because this is a completely different experience that you're not experiencing some environments as you would be if you were playing Venezuela, Mexico, in the big leagues than you are right now. It's been really fun and exciting to be in those atmospheres, and to be able to win this is I can't tell you now. We got to go out there and do it, but hopefully after I can tell you what it means.
Stand down your left, guys. Scott.
Kyle, two quick ones for you. First, obviously the atmosphere here is different and the intensity is different, so you have that. But when you come down from this, win or lose in a day or two, how do you feel going into the season about the quantity of the at-bats you've had? It's probably fewer than you might have had otherwise, and just kind of how do you feel about being ready for the season?
Yeah, I think we all kind of talked about this. This is like the best at bats that you could ever get before a season. You're not really tiptoeing your way through a spring training at bat. You're coming in and it's competing. This is the time to win. It's kind of like that regular season where you're getting your work done in the cage and you're competing in the game. And there's no really trying to work on things in a spring training at bat than you are right now. This is just straight competition. Go out there, compete, and best man wins. So I don't feel like the quantity is a problem because I would say everyone got really good quality.
And also just wondering if you've heard from Price in the last 2 weeks.
I haven't got to, but I got to catch up with him before he showed up to camp. So I heard everything's going well, and looking forward to get back there.
First row on your right, guys. Jim.
Yes, this is for both of you. Nobody doubts the passion and the engagement of any of the players who committed to the WBC since 2006, so that's really not a question. But what do you have to say to the fans who don't get it, who think this is a distraction that they don't need?
I really don't have a whole lot, besides just, just really watch, and you can see the passion, and you can see the energy, and you can see what it really means to, certain guys to go out there and put on their uniform for their country. But I think this is huge. This is huge. You're playing for the world, so it's huge for me for sure.
Yeah. I think a lot of those people probably aren't here at the game, watching the game, so everyone's entitled to an opinion, but I the end of the day, the things that matter most are probably the players that are out here playing for their countries, and you know, the people that are tuning in every single night that root on their country and their team. And you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are tuning in to all these different games, watching. You know, first time getting to watch. You know, probably a lot of guys who are playing in Japan getting to play in the United States for the first time too. So that's a really cool opportunity for a lot of people.
Bill, your guys with that right?
Tim, were you surprised when they announced that Darvish is not starting, and how do you prepare to face a guy that you never have faced?
I really wasn't surprised. I mean, we kind of thought that Darvish was going to throw, but you know, we got you know, a lot of report on the guy today, and really nothing to be nervous about. You know, we got a plan. We're gonna stick to the plan and, you know, see what happens.
Tim and Kyle, some of the guys that have already left the WBC, you know, teams eliminated, said, well, letdown it is now being in spring training camp. Have you guys joked about it in the clubhouse? Like, we still got our week until opening day.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely soaking up this time and enjoying the moment. You know, just going to continue to keep enjoying, you know, being around these guys until we get back. You know, just keep having fun.
Last day, so enjoy it. Then go back to the camp and get ready with the boys. So, you know, this has been an experience for everyone. I think everyone's been grateful for the experience, and we want to try to finish this out strong, and then let's get back to get to compete with your teammates and try to go back to the end goal.
Right in front, can I score?
Question for Tim. Tim, you're playing a new position, not on some backfield in Arizona, but on the biggest stage in the world. How do you explain that you've been able to make that transition so seamlessly, and how much pride do you take in that?
I mean, we had the shift going, so I kind of worked over, you know, that way a lot, you know, throughout the shift. But it's just a matter of, you know, I'm just one of the guys who just show me, you know, what to do, and I can pick up on things quick. But I mean, it's just on the other side of the field, so it's really not, you know, too much. I mean, it's the same thing, just footwork a little bit different, but you know, I kind of enjoyed it. I'm very thankful for the opportunity, and definitely been soaking up every moment of it, and you know, getting a chance, you know, to show the world, you know, what I'm capable of.
Kyle, is it really as easy as he makes it sound?
No. No. I mean, it's definitely not easy changing positions. I think everyone saw that when I was playing in Boston, trying to play first base. That's so it's pretty hard.
Kyle from Waltham, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
it's hard. Ain't easy.
But second.
Tim, Kyle, congratulations on getting to this point. We've heard from a lot of the players, probably most of the players on Team USA, that you're playing for your family. Is there anybody that's been like specifically on your mind over the last few days?
Just really, you know, my main core, which is, you know, my family. You know, they really been on my mind, and they've been here with me. So, I mean, I think that's the right answer, for sure.
Yeah.
Family members, everything like that, all been minimum wage, sure. You know, family members who've done that, so you know, doing a lot of that for them.
Just a couple last ones. You stay in the same room.
Hi guys. You mentioned before that it's cool for fans to see players who have played abroad and might not have gotten to see yet, like players who have played in Japan. How is it for you all as not only potential future teammates of some of these guys, but also just baseball fans yourselves, to see players who come from like a different background or come with a different set of skills that you might not have seen before?
Yeah, you know, I think that's the exciting thing about this format as well for us, is where, you know, obviously the guys in the big leagues, you know, we played against each other a lot. We all see each other across the field, play against each other, compete. But you know, the C1, you know, some of the minor league guys that you might not know, where you're going, wow, this guy's nasty, or this guy's playing really good, or you know, we see a guy from Japan, or whatever it is, Mexico, you know, Dominican, Cuba, you know, like guys who aren't even in professional baseball right now that are back in their countries playing baseball. Like, that's exciting, and I think that's cool. It's good for the game, and it's great for fans to see that too. To see that, you know, that it's not just here where there's great baseball. There's great baseball in a lot of places.
think he said enough.
And finish up with Noah to your right here.
So a lot of people have been comparing the World Baseball Classic games to the World Series and to the MLB postseason. For both of you, I know Kyle, you were just in the World Series, and Tim, you were in the postseason in 2020. Where does this compare to postseason baseball for Major League Baseball in your minds?
Well, for me, just from the small sample I do have, I think this is right there, right above it. I only have a small sample, and I can't really speak, for World Series either. So, I mean, I guess this is kind of my World Series for the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the beautiful thing, right? Is that this can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people, and for me, like obviously getting to participate in this for the first time, this means a lot, right? And it means a lot every time you are at the playoffs, you are in the World Series, but it's just something different that it means to me, right? And this could mean, like I said, it could mean a lot, something way more different than Tim than it does me, or it doesn't change the level of how important it says to us. It just could mean something completely different to everyone, which is I think is really cool.
Tim, Kyle, thanks so much for being a part of this tournament. Best of luck tonight.
Thanks.
That concludes today's pregame. We'll see everybody after.